Bring it down. On 3, 2, 1, and go.
I'm super excited to see so many people that came out and supported. I'm so happy. I'm happy my mom is here. That makes me so proud to see her here. My soon-to-be mother-in-law is here. My soon-to-be wife is here. Darlene has been with me for a couple of years now. She's followed me everywhere I've gone, and she'll follow me if I go somewhere else. Darlene knows she's coming too. And now we have Jackie who's on board with us, and I'm super excited for where we're going. This ride that all my friends and family are going on me with here, I am super excited. God has blessed me more than I can even imagine. If I would tell y'all the story of me believing that this is what happened, and I told my mom, I said, Mom, by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna have my own office. I said that from the time I went in optometry school. I said 30, 30, 30, and I was 29, and I started doubting myself. I was like, oh no, it's not this. You can't have that. That's not gonna happen. And then one day I woke up and I was like, no, why wait? Do it today. And Christian tell you, within 3 weeks, I had a business plan. I had this. I was calling the office trying to get in here, and she fought tooth and nail to let me get in here. And I'm super excited. God is He's good. If anybody doesn't believe that He can do anything, this is anything. So I'm super excited. You guys are gonna come in, let's have some drinks, have some food, and then we'll give the tour for who didn't get to see everything. And hopefully I get to talk to everybody. Look at the glasses. There's stories behind each one of them. They were hand-picked. So ask Darlene, Jackie will go over with you. And I hope to see you guys. If you're not patients already, hope to see you now, okay? All right, now we are these are Moto. The great thing I like about these Moto frames, for every frame that they buy, they give a frame away. The difference is like with Lions Club, where they give away a frame, they give away a used frame. So they get your old frames and they give it away. But I feel like if you're going to give a frame away to somebody who needs it, why not give it a new frame? Why should they get a workup frame? They should get a new frame. Eco at the bottom here, they're made out of recycled material. So they take the bottles that you would recycle or old glasses and they turn them back into frames. So they take old glasses, they melt them down and make them into frames. They also plant a tree for every single frame that you purchase. They have a tree farm, so they have like a purpose and a consciousness behind it. Every frame that I brought in, that I curated, I went to Vegas and picked out all these frames, thousands of frames. I try to make sure everyone had a story or a purpose or some kind of, when you go to dinner, you could talk about it. That was my dividing line. You got to be able to have a story. The ones behind you here, Derek Lamb, he's a designer. So he does dresses for the Grammys and the Oscars and different stuff like that, and he now branched into glasses. The reason I like these is because they are a little bit more funky. They have a little bit more personality in the frames than you normally would. Okay, so put these on. Put these on. Let me tell me what you think. Let me get that. I won't drink it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
So it's a cat eyes, but it has an inlay that has two different colors. You see what I'm saying? It has a little bit more of a design design element to it. Some frames can get quite boring, and these, they're not. They're not that. Behind you got Versace. You can't go wrong with that. With Versace, you have the Greek key that they go throughout. So there's subtle things throughout that they carry within the line that you'll see the subtle nuances that they have on the boxes or on the frames on each one. Oil box. For anybody who has more than 2 or 3 frames, I recommend putting it in actual casing. This is made out of zebra wood, and it's leather lined, so you can wipe it clean. So if it gets dusty, you can wipe it clean. Some things have velvet so that you can't clean the lining of that stuff. It displayed almost like if you have a ring box or a jewelry box. If you're going to have multiple good frames, then using it, if you have it displayed, you're more apt to actually wear that backup pair. When people just have it in a case, they throw the case in the drawer, and 2-3 years later, you're like, oh, I forgot about that when that was in there. When you had one that was actually a pretty good frame. They have come in different colors, so you can get your bedroom furniture and say, I have mahogany, or I have black, or I have a white bedroom set, and we can actually match the wood to the bedroom set. If you want to do accents, I have patients that have, oh, I want a blue accent on top of the dresser. You can actually get it where it is an accent piece, is a jewelry box piece, instead of matching if you wanted to blend in. So it's a really nice addition where you get something a little unique you may not have heard about before. Ray-Ban, you can't go wrong with Ray-Ban. I mean, it's the #1 selling frame on the market. I like little subtle things about this. In World War II, they would put the cigarette inside of here. So they would shoot, put the cigarette in there. Then when they're done, they take it out and they have a cigarette. So it's a little holder. A lot of people have frames, but they don't know the backstory behind it and all the little cool things behind the frame. That's what that one is there. They even have some foldable ones. People who don't wear glasses regularly, I recommend getting it in a foldable, because then it's easier. The case in a big one is going to be huge. You're not going to want to carry that. But a case in a foldable one, you can throw it in your purse, or you can throw it in your jacket pocket. And if you're having dinner and you want to read, you can throw it out and you can put it back in. So the foldable in these is actually quite useful for those patients that don't wear them full time. So it folds out into a full-fledged frame that's still very sturdy, but then it's more user-friendly for those patients. I put it back in the right spot to get in trouble here. We got Eyes of Faith here. This frame here is Proverbs 21 and 31, victory rests in the Lord. So it has scriptures on each of the temples. So if you need a pick-me-up in the day, you take your frame off, you read it, remind yourself, victory rests in the Lord, you put them back on and you keep going. They do the proceeds of the frames go to fund missions. So they go to Afghanistan, they go to Europe, they go to Syria, and they, instead of asking for donations, they use the business to fund doing good work in the community. So you can't. When I saw that, heard about that, I said, okay, that's something I can support and go behind. This is a frame line called Minima. It's a rimless, which you can get like similar to a silhouette, but better. Yeah, the rimless is similar to a silhouette, but it's a better quality. With the silhouette, you're gonna have a compression, and this has an actual screw. So with a screw, it stays in alignment much better. With the compression, it wiggles, and then it gets out of sync. So you have to go in and say, can you tighten these up for me? With the screw, I don't have less work on me. I don't have to worry about it. Minimum. It's out of France. So we have to order from France. Takes a little longer, but the better things are better. They also come with something other versions don't have. You can get clips. So if you want a red frame in the morning, you can have a red frame. And in the evening, if you want a wood frame, you can have that. And all you have to do is keep the clips in your pocket. So it's kind of being able to switch your frame up without using the same frame. I'm proud of this one myself. This is mine. So we came out with our own private label of frames, iconic. So each of them have a name. So the inside is Lassie. I'm wearing the Fergusons. This one here, Liz. This is our winter collection. We're gonna come out with a spring or fall, every single one. It's a little personal because you get to pick it, you get to design it, you get to go with it a lot more than some other frames. So that one is a little bit, I like that a little bit more. It's kind of, personal. So let's keep going. Let's show you some stuff in the back. These here are Tekla. They made out of buffalo horn. So the horn on the top here, what they do is they farm them in Africa and they shave the horns down, and they teaching the people in Africa, instead of killing the buffalo for the meat, we're saying, hey, you can keep the buffalo alive and still give them a job. So give them some other way to make revenue from it, and that way you can use the same buffalo over and over. And then when you're using the buffalo for income, they treat the buffalo much better when they know they have to keep it alive for years. So it's giving them another way to make revenue. They also got wood, so the same line has different ones. So you get a wood frame. The details on the frame is where you make the difference between a quality frame and a cheaper frame. Is a subtleness of what here, the subtleness and the hinges being built into the temple instead of being on the outside. That's where you're gonna get the difference in the quality of the frame. That's gonna hold together much better. These are one of the frames that you can have for years and it'll still look the same. Now with the buffalo horn or the wood, we may, when you come in your annual visits, we'll actually oil the temples, because think about like driftwood. If you left it out in the sun, it will then wilt. So these frames are a little bit more delicate, but that's the coolness of it. That's the detail of it. Think about like a watch that has no battery and you have to put it on the rocker. Yes, it's more work, but that's the coolness of it, that my watch is like that. So these kind of frames is people who like that unique story to tell at dinner party. This frame is going to give you, you're going to say, oh, my doctor has to oil them every year because blah, 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 blah. They also come in a leather. So you're gonna get, if you want leather, you want wood, you want metal, you want buffalo horn, you can get it in this line. They even do the wood in the piano keys, so the ivory, but using it in the wood. They buff it down to piano key finish. They even have, their signature would be the rope chain that's on here, so you'll see that throughout their whole line, the rope chain, and they try to have a story or something that flows all the way through. I try to pick lines that had a story, had something unique about it. Makes it way more fun to talk about. When you come and pick up your glasses, you're actually going to pick them up from the dispensing bar, so the bar stools will be up here, and then you'll get them dispensed out of here. In the evening, you may even get a glass of wine, so we're going to have a wine back there. It's got to be in the PM though, no AM. Well, maybe you can put a spritzer with some champagne. Maybe we'll work on mimosas or something. We'll figure that out.
Yes, ma'am.
So all the frames and stuff are going to be stored.
I'm sorry. I gotta take care of mom.
All the frames and stuff will be stored in here. You'll get it back here.
So some of the frames you'll have here, and some you actually order.
Yeah, all of them we order in. We order them at every time we need them. Okay. But these are on display, so you can actually try them on in office. We try to have 21st century equipment in here. Come on in. You come on. We don't bite. Come on in. Anybody else on the tour can come on in. It's an auto refractor. It gives a general idea of your prescription. Gives you the distance between your pupils. Gives you the curvature of your eyeballs. So it gives you a lot of information pretty quickly. This is a camera, so this takes a picture of the back of the eye. So when we're looking for diabetes, we can actually look at the actual blood vessels. When you take an X-ray or a CT scan or something like that, you're not looking at the actual blood vessels. You're looking at a computer-generated model of that. So the camera lets me look in real time and have a real-time look at what's going on there. We also have visual field here, which does your peripheral vision. So you click the button when the lights flash around you, and I can test in a numerical sense of where you are. So you start losing any bit, we can catch it much earlier. Prevention is key. We have an Eyecare tonometer, which tests your eye pressure. So no more air puff. So everybody's scared of the air puff. No more air puff. You don't have to use any drops or anything like this, and it just bounces on your eyelashes and it gets the pressure in like 3 seconds. As opposed to the air puff that scares everybody to death. No air puff at our office here. We have topographer, pedometer, and we do blood pressure on everybody in here, making sure that everybody's up to date with everything. And this is our Paris room. So this is a painting called Cafe in Paris, and we use this for some of the colors that we pulled out. And in the Let Us Frame You, we try to carry that throughout the office. It's kind of our little funny Let Us Frame You with the different accents that we had in the rooms. We did not leave the office where the magic happens out from the design, so we just try to make it subtle. Here, Let Us Frame You, some different pieces in here, so it's not so boring. Some offices you go in and you got nothing to look at, nothing to think about. And digital equipment, So you can change the letters here so you're not looking at, and I can randomize it so you can't memorize it so I get more accurate prescription. And everything is new, so you're getting a nice new equipment for your exams.
On 3, we'll cut it.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
So many people come out. I thank my mom, my fiance, and all the staff for it. But I wanted to also thank TL Wingate from they're the construction company that did this, all the work, all the details. He added so much more than I did ask for. I had an idea in my head, and I'm just rambling. I want this, that, and the other. And he's like, I got it. And he put up with all my calls and put up with all my emails. 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, 10 o'clock at night. And I'm very appreciative. They did excellent work. So if anybody needs anything, I would not hesitate to recommend them. If you look at all the details, every touch in there is done. I don't see anything that I would second guess. And he looked through everything with a fine-tooth comb. I also want to thank Greg, Derek, Courtney brought stuff back. Ashamani was not here. They helped put this thing together in the middle of the night. At a drop of a hat, called them, and they were here. It didn't happen with me. They put a lot of this stuff together. I'm not even gonna take no credit for some of that. So I'm just really appreciative to have everybody in the chamber and all the new friends and family. I'm hoping my new accountant is working. She helped me out so much. You know, she put up with me too. So that's so I'm happy. And everybody continue to party. And hopefully you guys enjoy and you like it. And we're gonna do some more tours and kind of show you guys around who haven't been to the back and stuff. Okay. All right. Second frame. One American. And it's like, you know, why do you have to be the kid? That's fortunate. You have to have the romance, the 1980s frame. Why can't they have a good quality frame and feel good about themselves? So we just opened yesterday, was the first day, and now we're doing like a little grand opening. Doctors, lawyers, engineers in here, business people, man an hour right here. Oh, am I supposed to be awake? You got too much jokes, man. So I'm so happy to have so many friends in this room. Everybody's known me. I've been working, trying to get this. And this is a culmination of a lot of different thoughts and ideas that came together. I want to thank a few people that came. The party isn't over, but I'm just thanking everybody before people leave. In my head, I had all these ideas, and Nikki over here was the designer. She helped me put all of this together. I could not ask for more. I had all this stuff, and she put it down. She put it down and everything. She also has a business partner, Daniel, who lives in Colorado, so he does all the website. New website's coming out with these pictures will be on the website. He does all the marketing and everything like that. I would recommend him highly. Anybody in the room that needs anything like that, hey, if you like what I did here, she can help you with your own idea, make it come to life. I really appreciate that. That then translated to TL Wingate Construction right here, where they took this room was 4 walls, and I had to visualize it with gone and changing the floors and doing everything. All the little details with the soft close cabinets and the granite countertops and everything that I sprouted out to him in 35 emails. At the end, it came out exactly where I wanted, on time, on budget. So I cannot thank them enough. I had vendors and people that everybody's in this room that I've used, and they've been great. Most of the vendors in this room are people I've used. So Gold Coast and Marco and everybody else that's here, I just so appreciative of the help, support, all the optometrists that are here that have been on the board, all the T. Leroy Jefferson Medical Society people that are all around. We talk forever. So the party isn't over, but I just wanted to thank my mom is here in the back. She's bartending back there.
Your mama called your sister.
I hope she's not drinking too much, Ma. You guys.
I'll take her home.
My fiance is around here somewhere. Get over there. She put up with me through all this, no sleep, and knowing her with everything. So I appreciate it. We got Darlene is back here doing work. She's doing all the time. And now we have Jackie on board, which she has been doing an excellent job. I can't ask her anymore. We got Derek in the back who actually put together half of these shelves. I did not do that. I can't take credit for that. So I'm just so happy to have you guys. Bob here? Bob disappeared? Bob was doing my IT. He's doing good, and Ron's doing the photos. I just want to thank everybody for coming. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. Y'all all have offices. Give me some input. I want to work with you guys. If I can help work with anybody's offices in here, I want to work. And if I can learn something from somebody, you know I'm asking. So enjoy the food. The bar's still open, and there's music out there. You want to go and come back? We're going to party all night, okay? Thank you for coming. Yeah.